Yeah. Yeah.
She tell me, baby, pull my panties to the side. I'ma make you feel just how you want it. Girl, we gon' take it to the bed. This is just a taste, so baby, relax. How you want it, girl, whatever. Just know that I am here to bring the pleasure. Yeah, it's a take down. Baby, let's
Hey, how everybody's doing? Here's another session of My Brothers Keepers podcast. It's your boy Anthony.
It's your boy Tans, and we got a special show for y'all tonight. We got Major League Records in the building tonight. I'm gonna go to my left. I'm getting right into it. I'm gonna go to my left. Go ahead, introduce yourself. Tell everybody who you are.
I'm Tori C. I'm the singer of the group, you know. From the DMV, living in Pennsylvania now. But yeah, you know, I do my thing.
Facts.
How to sing out.
Nate from Harlem, St. Nick, you know how we give it up. Rap Link all day, you heard?
Facts.
Woo. This boy Ready Rap the Dawn, you know what I'm saying? You can call me the Dawn for short. Repping 717 as well. York, that is. Let's get it.
Fact. So we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna just start to my left, and I just want you to tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Like I said, my name is Tori C. I do this R&B shit for real, just to let y'all know. Talk about
That's
it.
it.
Talk my shit a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Look at my feet.
Let's go. It's spicy already.
Nah, but, you know, I'm just a regular guy, really. You know, I'm a dad. I work, but the music is what I really want to do.
Facts.
I'll keep grinding until I get that shit. There ain't no stopping me.
Facts.
We don't get it, bro.
Facts.
Yo, listen, man, Nate, niggas used to know me as that, you heard? You know what I mean? But we ain't gonna get into all that, you heard? You know that, niggas know my body, you heard?
Ain't much to be said, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Real shit, nigga, everybody know
Is
that.
that how you ended your introduction?
You not good?
You
Yo, you got it.
All right, I mean, I had to ask, you know what I'm talking about?
Let's get straight
Let's
into
just get
it.
straight
Alright, so they want to get straight into it.
What
I'm
we
just
doing?
telling y'all what's going on. This is not the first take, that's all I'm gonna say. So
Nah, man, what's
it got spicy, it's crazy here right now.
man.
Liquor flowing, we talking real, we just be real.
Facts.
So I'm gonna get into
All
it right
facts,
now.
Snapple facts, you heard?
I'm gonna ask, I almost slipped up and said what I call you. You know what I mean? Because I know you personally, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm gonna call you the Die, you feel me?
Alright,
But the Die.
You might as well say it. Just get it off your chest.
Alright, say no more. I gave him a nickname, I call him Tory Lanez. You know what I'm talking about? When we first met, I started calling him Tory Lanez. You know what I
That's
mean?
when I had the low cut.
Yeah, you look
And the
just
beard,
like him. You look like his big
shit.
brother now. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm gonna just say the Don. I want you to tell me, because we reached out to you, you know what I mean, personally, and you made this happen with your, you know, your guys coming and everything like that. So I want to ask you, how did this form? How did Major League Records form? How did you meet each person individually? And I'm going to ask you how you met them. It might be a different, you know, its significance different than how you all perceived each other. You understand what I'm saying? So I want you to lead, and I want you to tell me how you met Nate, and I want you to tell me how you met Tori. And we go from
Alright,
there.
well, I can do that. That's easy. I first met Nate when I was doing my state bid of State and Forest, SCI Forest,
Okay.
and basically it was a funny, weird situation how I met this guy right here.
All right.
Let's not talk about it.
Now we gonna talk about it.
You talking about it?
But I met him. He came on my block. I was on B block at the time.
Okay.
At SCI Forest, and B block was an all blood block. There was all bloods on that block. So he came on there, and there was a mutual friend of ours named Mir. He's from Lancaster, You know what I'm saying? Me and him, we used to always go back and forth between Lancaster and York. I used to
We
pop.
better, the real 717, the true Rose.
But you from New York though, you know what I mean?
I'm from Harlem. My
Alright
birth
then.
certificate say Harlem
Keep
World
that same energy.
USA.
Anyway.
But that don't got nothing
Spicy,
to do with
right?
the true Rose. You
Keep
heard?
that
See,
spicy.
The true Rose, you
The
heard?
true 717 is York.
Alright, speak up a little
not
bit.
gonna go that.
Speak up.
The true 717 is York. We're not
Nah, he
into that
shouldn't have
right now.
spoke up on that dumbass shit. Shut up. Just finish the story though. He's wild.
But anyway, I met him upstate, and he was the only Crip. Well, he wasn't the only Crip, but on our side, he was the only Crip on our side, and there was a whole bunch of blood.
Except the little, I mean, that's
We not, yeah, you know the vibes on him. But the Bloods was plotting on him. You know what I'm saying? And
Because they felt like he was
you know.
he was freely doing what he wanted to do.
Yeah,
pretty
you know
much.
what I mean? Like, so, like, I was telling him, you know what I'm saying, following him around. He didn't understand it. He didn't get what my intentions was.
Right.
He asked me about it. He put me to the side. Yo, why you on me like that? And I was like, yo, these niggas is plotting on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm on some territorial shit, 717, so I'm running with you. You know what I mean?
That's good.
That's a
That's
fact.
You feel me?
That's a fact. On my door, that's a fact.
So, you know what I mean? After that, we just locked in. We've been solid ever since. You know what I'm saying? After we end up being Cellies. We put a cell agreement in. Became Cellies.
Shout out them cell agreements, bro.
Shout out
Them
them
shits
celebrations.
come through.
Get
Them
that
shits
nigga
come
out my
through.
cell,
Them
cause if
shits
they
come
wouldn't have got
through.
him out though, I wouldn't have did nothing. I had parole. I had to go see the board in like 6 months. I was chilling.
You had to sit with him, huh?
I was chilling. You
So,
heard?
So basically, he had a beat machine. Before we signed the cell agreement, I used to lock in his cell. His cell, whenever he go to the yard, I lock in on his cell with him, and we just be writing, bro. Non-stop, making
In
music
fact, my
together.
cellie used to work in the kitchen. So
Oh, yeah,
he used
when
to
he was
be
in the
out
kitchen,
all-
too?
You know, working in the kitchen
facts,
upstate,
yeah, facts.
you out all day,
Facts.
son. But he used to come back.
Especially
with
if you
some
work
shit
in the
if I
morning, because you
needed
work
it.
lunch, you work breakfast and
That
lunch.
nigga
Yeah.
work. He
Yeah.
worked afternoon for real. I used to
That's
go
when
to
we
school.
really-
'cause
that's
I
when
was-
we
I
really
was
used to lock
18. I
in.
used to go to school. I used to go to school, so when I came back from school, he
In the
was on
morning
his
time.
way to go.
Yeah,
so
in the
he
morning.
was like afternoon-ish, you know what I mean? Afternoon-ish to the...
Then we got him out of there. I mean, put a cell
Yeah, we got
agreement in, got him out of there.
Facts, facts.
Old was cool though. Shout out to Old Head. He was cool. I don't even know his name, but he was cool.
Fuck that nigga.
Alright.
But yeah, then we locked in. I mean, we started creating real music non-stop. We go to the yard. It was so real. We used to go to the yard and just spit whatever we wrote that day. We go to the yard, spit that shit in the yard. Niggas that had wills, you know, wills,
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
Niggas that had life. They surround us, listen to it, feel our shit. You know what I'm saying? Give us encouragement. Like,
Everybody was spitting their balls.
yeah,
You
niggas
feel
was
me?
spitting their
Everybody-
bars too.
point-
Niggas that had,
the point
niggas
is
that had
everybody
tape.
got love.
So before I
Niggas been nice before been nice.
before I pass it on to, you know, Tori, whatever the case may be, or how you met him or whatever the case may be, which is elaborating right now, so, you know, the quick version of it. But, so, did you, at this time, know that y'all was a group, or did you just
Oh, no.
kind of intertwine with him and say, he's nice, I'm nice, let's make music?
Nah, see what it was is I was already what I used to do is I used to write.
Genius.
I am kind of. I plan shit out.
The Don.
This nigga bullheaded.
Everything you see right now, Major League Records, I planned all that shit out. I wrote it down.
Paper. That shit
I wrote
looked like
all-
a
everything on
FBI
down.
search board.
So
heard?
you already knew about this initially before joining?
He was my cellie. He was my cellie. So he knew everything.
I know who go where. I know which go what. I know what do what. You heard?
Facts.
You feel me?
I mapped out everything down when I was upstate locked up. Because that's when I wasn't out in the streets. You know, there's so many distractions out here in the world. You
Right.
feel me? You know what I mean? You have alcohol, you know, weed,
Don't blame
bitches.
it on
Nah, I'm blaming on alcohol right now, bro. But like, there's so many distractions out here. So when you really when you locked up and you tapped in like that and you try to like reiterate your whole life and change everything, you really focus. So I was focused. I was in rare form up there.
All right. So with you,
That's a fact.
I'm gonna ask you a question, and then I got his story of how they met. So I want to get your story of how you met with them. But I'm gonna ask you a question.
He met Nate first.
You come, okay, we're gonna get into that. So you come from a different background.
Yeah.
You probably don't gang bang.
Nah, I'm neutral.
Okay, so you don't gang bang, and you're not a rapper. You're a singer.
I'm an artist.
You're an artist. Excuse
There
me.
we go.
Excuse me.
I'm an artist.
So you identify. You understand what I'm saying? You identify as
I identify as a singer because that's my first passion. That's my first love.
facts. Okay,
But
but you are
The best
artist.
singer. Hold on. The
Because-
best singer.
Don't
Yeah,
get
right,
fucked
right.
up. Because I'm with a bunch of rappers, I rap too. I write, so I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
He the
Music-
best
And I'm not
singer.
gonna really get into too much, but I heard. I'm just saying that I just want to ask you, is this true or not?
Yeah.
I heard that you don't write. I heard that you hear a beat, you freestyle, and you pretty much just.
Whatever comes out.
That's a
comes
fact.
out.
That's a fact.
I'm gonna just throw that out there. That's a fact.
Super
My man
fact.
do that.
I'm just telling you that's what I heard. You know what I mean? I heard you don't write
I
nothing.
started off writing, but as I started going on with it,
Mm.
I just wanted to see what I could really do. So I just started
Facts.
throwing on beats. I do
My
a
nigga, that
couple
nigga
bars
didn't
at a
write
time.
the last 20 songs he recorded.
He didn't write the last 20 songs he recorded?
Whatever song you about to play tonight, B, he ain't write it.
That's a
Right.
fact.
That's all I'm saying.
He just
freestyle.
freestyled.
Facts. Facts. No
Wow.
bullshit. All
So
jokes
so
aside.
let's clarify that because he wrote it in his mind, but he didn't write it down.
Right.
So
He
with
freestyled
these
it.
words,
He didn't write it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're
I didn't
saying.
write it down on
Clarify.
paper. I didn't write it in my
He
phone.
didn't-
I
he didn't
just.
write it
Because you how you
down.
said it, like the last 8
Right.
songs we
The
did,
last 20 songs.
the last songs
my
that he
bro-
didn't write it.
The
So it
last
came
20
out.
songs,
I
my
see.
bro,
He has a-
he didn't write it in his mind. Yo, as the beat played, my bro rap. That's what he
Gotcha.
did. As the
Yeah.
beat played, my
I
bro
just
rap.
wanna
The
clarify
last 20
that.
songs.
So
you're
I
not
come up
saying
with- I
that
come
someone
up with-
else is writing.
No. I
your
come up with a
thing.
melody first, and then from the melody I throw words in until I come up with full sentences.
And you know what's
I rock it out
funny?
like that.
You know what's
Okay,
funny about
so-
that? That's how I create my hooks.
Through
Melody.
his method?
No, through melodies.
Wow.
That's how I create my
That's
hooks.
Wow.
When I was locked up, I didn't know how to write a hook to save my life.
Mhm.
All I knew how to do was write verses, straight like that. But with those 2.5 years of me being locked up, I said, you know what, writing verses is easy. Let me focus on how to learn how to write a hook.
The hooks that
You know what I
we
mean?
catch people.
So those two and a half years was spent on writing hooks, trying to create hooks. You know what I mean? Like I wrote like bro, no, I wrote a few verses,
That's a fact.
but like I was more focused on hooks. So then after them 2.5 years of training myself mentally on how to make a hook,
Mm.
it was over. There's nothing
All
we
right.
could do.
Go ahead, bro. So
He got into it. How did you meet Tori?
I met bro. Shout out to the bro D Burner.
Alright, shout out to the bro.
I came home.
never met him. I never met him, but I heard about him.
I came home.
Shout out D
and my
Burner.
bro-
Crazy. You
Shout out
nasty.
to
Yeah, I heard him.
D
Yeah.
Burner like an older brother to me. So when I came
That's a
home,
fact.
bro was like, "Yo, I'm trying to get you in the studio." He brought me to the bro crib. And to be honest, bro, I couldn't even give you this. And it was just like, yo, we clicked. You feel me? I was telling we was clicking. You feel
Wait,
me?
before you go on, I'm cutting you off. I don't care. I'm just in my pocket. I'm doing what I'm doing. Nah. Before you go on, let me just ask you a question,
Go.
Nate, because
You
my brother, I
already,
know
bro.
you.
You know, bro. You my brother. B, that's a fact.
You
That's
know,
a fact.
you said D Burner is your man's, right?
Yeah, D Burner, that's my brother.
Can you get him on here?
He's on the circle
Get
of
on.
trust.
Say them all.
He's circling
D
the
Burner,
trust.
you be on here, man.
He's a part of the circle.
The
so-
circle of trust. He's
Yeah.
a part of that.
Say no more. All right, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you
That's
off.
like
Go
I
ahead.
love
Go ahead,
Burner,
go ahead.
bro. No funny shit.
We want to get him on
That's
here with
ain't no
y'all,
what
though.
I do to a nigga.
Yeah.
You heard?
Oh,
Facts. Yeah, man. That's ain't no that. Listen, but yeah, Burner brought me to the bro crib. Me and the bro clicked from there. You
Right.
feel me? We been clicking. I couldn't tell you how we click. I mean, like, yo, he recorded me rapping. Bro was like, yo, you nice, blah, blah, blah. You know, but everybody say you nice, you know what I mean? But me and bro clicked on a different level.
Real
You
shit.
feel me?
Yeah.
Everybody say me and bro clicked on a
No,
different
who you
level.
talking about?
Me and Tori. Me and
Okay,
Tori
Tori,
clicked.
okay. I was making
Me and
sure-
Tori clicked.
clarify, he
You got the
wasn't-
with me and
So
bro.
I was making sure, yeah.
So when me and Tori met, I met Tori off of Burner. Me and Tori clicked on like a different. It wasn't even musical. Like it was a different level. You feel
Real
me?
shit,
Like
cause I'm a real ass nigga, and so are you.
yeah,
Facts,
like and I'm
facts.
gonna be honest with it. Like I be, you know what I mean, I got, you know what I mean, my little problem. So I was down bad mentally. You feel me? Nah, man, bro was like me and bro clicked differently. You feel what I'm saying? Like my love for him is different. Me and him click differently, and I'm cool, pocket, whatever. I'm not, I'm down bad mentally, bro. You feel me? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
facts.
Sleeping in parks and shit, bro. Like, got my back type shit, like, you know what I mean, bro? I love bro, like, either way. But we met, you know
Hold
what I
on,
mean?
hold on.
We met.
Hold on. Maybe we need to talk about that. Nigga, why you never hit? Hey.
Yo, listen.
All right, go ahead. Never mind. That's for our camera. Well, yeah. Anyway, so.
Listen, though.
So
now, I mean, at the time, though, at this time, like, it's not like I didn't have places to do, you feel me? But me, I'm me.
You're
man.
proud.
Like, I'm a
You know
prideful,
what's
super prideful nigga.
You know what's crazy?
I would sleep outside before I ask somebody for anything.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying?
All right, I get you.
You know what's
So
crazy?
that's cool, and that's what I do. You hear me?
To add on to me and him. One day I was walking, right? I didn't even know this nigga was home.
Right.
yet.
I was about to say that.
That shit was spooky.
I came home, son. Now, mind you, I met Tori before, but I was living in Lane. I met Tori when I lived in Lane, and then we moved to Columbia. You feel me? And Tori lived in Columbia. You feel me?
Before you moved to Columbia.
But yo, before I moved to Columbia,
Shout out
I
Columbia.
didn't even know. I was shout out to Locust, LOL, live on Locust. Niggas know what's up. Niggas know the vibe. YKTV. Niggas know the vibe. Niggas know about Locust Street, man. I ain't even gotta talk. Niggas know, B. Everybody know. That's a Fendi, son.
Yeah.
Funny shit. Everybody know.
Yeah, I won't
But
do that
shout
a few times. And
Shout out,
yeah.
shout out, you know what I mean? Like,
Them niggas
LOL,
have family on
LOL,
both sides of the block. I'm like, damn.
LOL, because we was
These
really
niggas
vibes.
everywhere. You know what I'm talking about?
That was our
Yeah,
block,
that
though.
shit's
That's not
crazy.
even, that was our, you know
Yeah.
about no funny shit, niggas.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
our block.
crazy.
in the lump, right?
Nah, nigga.
Nah, I'm Locust out here.
Out here.
Yeah, I met you at, that was
Yeah,
our
yeah,
It was spooky out there, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's ain't
bro.
no there, bro.
I can
No,
name names that
we
was
not-
out there,
Bro,
bro.
I was
listen,
over
listen.
there. I went over
Listen,
there and
here no
seen niggas. I
there.
was like, whoa.
Here no there.
Yeah,
I'm
Still
still
about
about
through though. I mean, I was looking
When
for
they was
him.
out there, it was
I didn't know
spooky.
this nigga was locked. I didn't even know. I knew he was home. You feel me? I knew he
He
was
thought I
home
might
because
have
no
been in
funny
Europe.
shit. Son wrote me. Like, son came home and you know niggas be like, yo, I'ma write you. Son went
They be
home and
fraud.
son dead
Yeah,
wrote
yeah,
me,
yeah,
son.
yeah,
You
facts.
feel me? So I knew he moved to Lancaster and was fucking with a bitch. I just didn't know where
Female.
at. I mean, excuse me, sorry, fucking with a shorty. You know what I mean? No little treesh. I didn't.
Oh, he
know.
dropped the name. This thing.
Nah, it's a tree shit. Either way, I
Yeah.
just didn't know. That's
That's
not
good
even
to
bad.
know.
I didn't know. You feel me? But I'm walking down a block on him. This nigga walking down a block too.
I
I'm
just so
like, yo,
happened to turn on
what
that
the
block.
fuck?
I don't know what told me to turn on this block. I've never been on that block ever. I just
Bro,
turned on
I
it.
just
Y'all ran
came,
into
now
each
mind
other.
you, I just came home.
So y'all met in jail, and then y'all happened to be in the same
But
city.
we already had
I knew he was in Lancaster. I just didn't know where.
we had already
Nah,
told each
man.
other we was our plans in the cell. You know
I
what
knew
I'm
he
saying?
was
We
in
told each other
Lancaster. I
our
just
plans,
didn't know
we was
where.
gonna link
I
up and
just
all
came
that.
home though. So I ain't really got, I gotta maneuver the V. I just came home. I'm
Fair.
walking up the block. And I see my son walking down the block. I said, oh shit.
All right, so
Dead friend.
I'm not,
Different.
I like that.
Spooky.
I like that. Spooky.
Dead
So with you,
everything's
let me ask you a few questions. So before we get into everything else, I just want to ask you a few questions because I don't want to be biased in this interview.
That's cool.
I know both of them personally. I knew Nate since I was like 12 or 13, and I knew you since like 2016, 17 maybe.
Might be 15.
Might be 15.
That's a
Yeah.
fact. Before
So,
anything, we go.
I just met you today. We build outside,
Yeah.
and I just want to shake your hand. You know why I want to shake your hand?
Why?
Because you got here on time.
Facts. Do that.
He was here on time, very professional. You know, very straightforward. So I just met you.
Unlike some people, I ain't gonna say no name.
I ain't gonna say no name. Hold up. So when it comes to you, I know we build off camera and things like that, and I know you said that, you know, you do a lot of things. You identify as an artist.
Yeah.
But what I want to ask you is, what makes you different than the? Because there's rappers in every house in Lancaster City.
Yeah, they are. I know.
There's a select few singers. But what makes you different? And I'm not gonna say their names because that might be a little disrespectful. But that I know of.
Nah,
I know
say
of.
names.
Say names?
Say names.
We going like
Say
that?
names. Don't do that to me.
Alright, say
If
that.
you got me up here, bro,
Alright.
we recording. If you got me up here, bro, we
You want
gonna
me to
say
say
names,
it?
bro. We saying names. If-
But I already
if
know
you
that
better
many
than
singers.
who-
I know,
I don't care. If whoever you name, say names. We say names.
we gonna do it. He's on my body. I got to do it.
That's whatever.
We
I-
saying names.
nah, I can't
I'm
do
like that.
Alright,
We saying
I'm-
names. I'm like
Alright, look, all I'm
that.
gonna say
I
is
put out my
this.
daughter, I'm like that.
Alright, all I'm
We
gonna say
saying
is
names.
this. Because I gotta be professional. So all I'm gonna say is this.
He gotta be. I
What
respect it.
changes you
Respect it.
From everybody else?
from not even everybody else, from the select few singers in Lancaster?
Say the ones that you know.
I don't know none of them.
Man, let's keep
So
it
which
bang,
one that
bro.
you think?
I know. I'm not
Alright,
saying
so what singers you know?
I don't know, not one.
names.
Can we get a couple singers that you know in Lancaster?
That's it.
What
You
singers
like?
you
We probably know the same one. I'm being.
What singers you know? Name a singer, bro. Just name a singer.
Don't do it.
Just name a
Nate.
singer, bro.
Listen, nah,
Name
hold
a
on,
singer.
Keep it professional. It is what it is.
That's
Like,
professional.
I don't know near one except for my bro.
what makes me different is I am fucking different. Like I said, I do everything. I regulate as an artist. Like
Talk
I
your
sing,
shit.
I
Spicy,
rap,
bro.
Talk your shit.
I can write if I need to. I engineer. I do all that. Make
He can
tracks.
write for-
I do everything.
he can
I
write for
produce
others
if I
as
need
well.
to. That's I can write for everybody else if I need to. It ain't nothing like
Fuck
that's
your
what
shit,
puts
bro.
me. That's what sets me aside from everybody.
Can I
You
say
can't
something
put
real
me
quick,
in a
bro?
box.
Well,
Can I
what's
say
that?
something real quick, bro?
Because it was one more question I wanted to ask him.
But can I it
Go
tied
ahead.
in, it tied in with what he just said.
Okay, go ahead.
I grabbed a certain few select people who have that exact quality that he has,
As far as what?
writing for
Quality.
others, because it doesn't. Yeah, we can do what we do. You know what I'm saying? But like,
But let me cut you off there.
When it
Because
comes to-
no, let me cut you
No.
off. Let me cut you off. Only because we're being real, we being spicy. I'm being spicy.
Being real.
In the beginning of the podcast, we said to him, I said, I heard you don't write your own bars.
he don't, but he can write.
I
for
can write
others.
a-
All right, so I just wanted to clarify that because niggas don't think
It's
you
No,
know.
no-
nah.
So
let's
now
let's
it's-
clarify.
So
that.
you're saying you're a writer
Bro,
also.
let me
I
say
started
So you
writing.
are writing.
I started being a writer. I wanted to challenge myself. That's why I started doing the whole
Can I just say
freestyling
this
thing.
before?
Okay.
Yo, it's not that he don't write his own bars. Let's put that
That's
out
not
there,
get
my
that
bro.
twisted at all.
Nobody writes his bars.
Nobody.
Nobody
Freestyles
writes
and
for
shit.
him.
Yeah.
He meant when he don't
He
write his own
freestyles,
bars,
right.
he freestyles.
Right.
Let me just put that out there because when you said that he don't write his own bars,
Nah,
people
fuck
can
that.
interpret that
it the wrong
as
way.
Right.
niggas is
Nah,
writing for
nobody
my bro.
writes for
I
me.
want to put that out there.
I-
Nobody writes for
I
my
made
bro.
sure-
My bro writes for niggas.
And no.
You feel me?
But when a contradiction will come in, see, the internet is different. Like we're talking here, we
But that's what I'm saying.
vibing, we're doing
We
this.
know.
The
We
internet,
know.
the internet is different. So what I'm saying is, we sit here, we build off camera.
Yeah.
Before you got
Facts,
here.
that's a fact, and I
You know what
understand
I'm
that.
talking
Yeah,
But-
you on my body, yo.
before my bro got here, we was
Right.
building, and
That's a fact.
conversation came up,
That's a fact.
and we already got into the whole thing. If y'all don't get it, y'all don't get it. We're
And they
we're
cannot
spacing
get
up.
it.
But
We got into a thing where we said comparison, and I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this. So, we're.
Let me just.
I just want to say I'm blessed. I just whoa. Before you say that, I just want to say I'm blessed that my bros came through and they dropped the exclusive for us. So we will be playing that exclusive sometime through this clip. I just want y'all to know that. Y'all never heard it yet, but we got an exclusive. It's fire. I just want to say that. But somebody said when they heard my bros' music, they said, "You sound like you sound like Trey Songz. Oh, you on that Trey Songz? You sound like Trey Songz." So I said,
And somebody said that he sounds like August Alsina as well.
"Oh, somebody else said that."
A lot of niggas say that.
Wow. So I asked him the question. I said, "How do you feel about being compared to somebody?" Because a lot of people, a lot of individual artists don't like that. And you know what he told me? Asking me that question on the podcast. So I don't know the answer.
Let's get it.
My brother don't know the answer.
I don't know.
Nobody know the
I don't know
answer.
it. I don't
So
know
go
it.
ahead, bro. Re-ask the answer.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Re-ask the question. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Re-ask the question about you know. Just go ahead. Bro.
All right, so I just want to touch on something real quick. I got a question for you. So I'm gonna say, like, I heard through the grapevine. I mean, I heard your music and everything like that, and I just got a question for you. I mean, it's more like a statement, I guess you could say. You kind of sound like a August Alsina. I mean, is that like how do you take that? Like,
I mean, if you really had that, he sounds like me. I'm older than him. If you want to put it in perspective,
Okay.
I've been doing this a lot longer than he's been doing it.
That's heavy.
Okay.
That's heavy.
So he really sounds like me. He just
Right.
he got found, and I
are you
did.
saying you're better than him?
I'm not saying I'm
Okay.
better than him, but
He's saying he better than
I'm.
him,
He is better.
I'm saying I can do anything he can do.
Okay.
but better.
But yeah, I don't really take no offense to it. It is what it is.
Okay.
But like I said, this is my sound, so I'm not gonna change it just because he's out. He's not really doing music right now anyway, for his own reasons. You know, it is what it is.
Medical reason.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I said like I'm not changing me. Like
Speak up a little bit.
I came to this sound I worked on for years, like to get my sound. So yeah.
Now I have another question. You know, you was talking about you did this for years. When did you notice that you had a good gifted voice, I should say? When did you realize that? Like, what age was you? Like,
I was in high school.
Okay.
And I've always sang, even when before high school. But
now, before you say high school, I'm sorry I had to cut you off. Before you say high school, because you look like you're in high school right now.
Damn.
So let's tell the camera, just for the record, how old you are.
I am 34.
He's 34 years old. You know what I'm talking about? So high school was a while. So he's been doing this for a while. Let's just get that to that. Go ahead, man.
Well, in high school, I was in a group. A couple of my homies that are, they like brothers for real.
Okay.
But we used to sing and shit, like, and then grab the ladies' attention. So once I realized
that's your biggest fan base.
Yeah, like once I realized they could do that, see, like, I was young, so my mind was one track, so I was like,
so the first group you was in was a full singing group?
Yeah.
Okay. So who would you say you compared yourself to if you had to say group? Was it no disrespect, I'm just naming my era. I'm a 90s baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm only 27, so I'm a 90s baby. So I would say, excuse me y'all. Bring it together. You alright?
Niggas on live, man.
Nah, y'all good on live, but bring it together, you alright? But
Copy,
these niggas. See, I know these. That's why, you know what I mean? These are my boys right here. So with you, if you had to say, you know, when you was coming up in high school, whatever the case may be, who was a big influence, or what group? Excuse me, what group was it? Was it B2K? Was it? It was B2K? No, shout out B2K, you know what I mean? Give it up for B2K, bro.
Yo, when this shit get posted, B, I'm taking that apart. It's B2K, you heard? It's B2K.
Nah, but I grew up on groups like Boyz II Men, New Edition. I love it for them. 112, yeah. One of my homies who was actually in my group, we used to call him Little Cisco, because that nigga sounded like Cisco. Like, yeah, he did his thing.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
What about Raz B?
Nah, nigga, hold up, chill out. Relax.
No offense.
Don't feed to them, bro.
I feed into them because listen, this is
don't
us,
feed into them, bro.
I need this shit. I got this light skinned nigga over here. He think he ghost off of power.
Shoot a shot.
You know I shot a shot.
Well, look, you speaking for they live. You got to speak up for the camera.
My bad.
At the end of the day, it's a podcast.
We in the podcast. That's a fact. We in the podcast.
So what I want to get into with you is, if you had to say, so you identify as an artist.
Yeah.
So if you had to say your top 5 influence, meaning not who you got something from, not who you sound like, not none of that. Just your top 5 musical artists that you listen to coming up, and then just say, yo, you know what? I want to do that. Not what he does, not what she does. I don't care if it's a woman. There's some people there's men that was influenced by Mary J. Blige or a Janet Jackson. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not a sexist thing.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Janet Jackson definitely played a major
big
role.
part.
I give it up for that. Give it up for Janet Jackson. Facts.
That's a fact.
I like groups, so I'm big on harmonies.
Okay.
So
that's where my harmonies came from.
Boyz II Men listen. When I first started listening to Boyz II Men, when my mom in the car, like I was like, yeah, hell yeah, like I'm a little.
All right, so let me explain that because Boyz II Men. Boyz II Men. One of Boyz II Men's biggest songs were
End of the Road.
No, End of the Road, but one of their biggest songs were If I Ever Fall in Love Again. Okay. Right? You know that song, right?
Yeah.
Everybody know that song, and if I Ever Fall in Love Again. How do you feel that Boyz II Men took that song, not took it, but remixed that song and made it a cappella, do you think it took away from their talent, or do you think they made it better? How do you feel? Because the original's creator, you know, you're older, is Shy.
Yeah.
So how do you feel they I don't want to say took the song, but they grabbed
it in their own way.
Yeah, they took it in their own way. Do you think they did it better, or do you think they respected the song enough to do it good?
I think they did it their way.
Nice. Okay.
That's like point blank. Like it's not that it was better. It was Boyz II Men.
What version did you hear first?
Shy.
Okay.
Like Shy was my. When that shit hit, yeah. I love that song. So.
Right.
But that's why I don't look at it as Boyz II Men trying to be better than Shy. I look at it as
they pay homage.
Yeah, they pay homage. Like they like the song enough to do it themselves.
All right. So if you had to,
I'm sorry. If you had one person to famous, could be anybody, woman, man, whatever, to do a song with.
Now,
who would you?
Dead
choose?
or alive?
Dead or alive? Who would you choose?
Live would be Eric Bellinger. That's my nigga.
Damn.
I just had a whole lot of songs on my playlist.
Damn, I did not expect
I listen
that.
to all the Bornest things. Like I've been following him.
And he wrote a lot of songs.
Damn, I didn't expect that.
He wrote a lot of songs for like he wrote a lot of songs that's out there right now.
He cannot do music again for the rest of his life, and because of who he's written for, and he's good.
He wrote a lot for Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what I want to say to the camera, directly to the camera? I look at him as a totally different person, an artist and singer, whatever you want to call it, now, only because I did not expect that response. Because there's going to be some people that sees it that don't know who the fuck he is talking
Can
about.
I say something real quick?
But for him to say that as a singer, and I don't know if we got you on camera when you sung Happy Birthday.
Nah.
We didn't get him on camera? All right.
Let's hear it.
So, yeah, we got to put him on spot now.
So after he sings, do you guys want to do the world premiere?
Yes.
Oh.
World premiere before
See, you
the
jumped a
tour
little
comes
bit. You jumped a little
Nah, but
bit.
we can
out?
definitely
I'm editing this out. I'm just
Oh, no. Keep it in. We good.
Okay.
Yeah, don't edit this out right here.
Yeah, keep it in. The world
Don't even
premiere.
edit me saying don't edit this out.
All right, no, we're gonna get back. We're gonna get back to Tori, but I want to take this over to my brother. You know what I mean? That I knew for a while now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we are. Baby.
But can I say something?
I want you to. I want you to tell us what you brought us. You know, the world premiere exclusive to My Brother's Keepers podcast. I want you to talk about your platform, where they can find your music, and then I want you to talk about what you brought us.
Okay.
And we'll play it live.
Alright, so basically pretty much me and Tori, we did a song, we did a collabo, and it's called Part-Time Lover.
Okay.
You know, hasn't been officially released anywhere, and you know, we're willing to bring
Speak
it
up
to,
a little bit.
we're willing to bring it to your your platform.
Facts. I appreciate that. I appreciate you for that.
Absolutely, you're already ready. But a breakdown of the song is like, a breakdown of the song is, you know, me and him, you know, he lived around the corner from me. He used to live around the corner from me, and you know, I went over there, and he had a beat, and it just resonated with me, because I already had a verse. I had a song pretty much, and that beat that he played me, it fit the vibes of the verse that I already had.
Facts.
You know, it was going to be like because right now, today's climate of music, there's certain songs where it can be like a minute and like a minute 50 seconds long, maybe 2 minutes long, and like the replay value of that song is just like, it's ridiculous because of how good the song is.
Right.
So the song that I actually wrote was just that long. It was just one verse, a hook, and that was it. So when he played the beat to me, I was like, okay, the verse, I already got a verse, it fits this beat. Maybe I can, you know, add this verse to the hook, add this verse to the beat. And I already had confidence in him because I know how he does musically. I know how he sounds. Like me, whenever I do a song with a person, I'm more or less sonically with it. Like I know how they are sonically, and that's how I can either write a person into a song sonically or work with a person sonically.
Okay.
Me and him, we work with each other.
Yeah.
But my verse, I put it in that beat because I know how he sounds sonically.
Now,
That's how I can.
if I can throw a question at y'all,
What up?
was this before they knew about Major League Records?
No,
Or was this
was
during,
during.
like, hey,
This was
listen,
during.
I got Major League Records, excuse me, I got Major League Records. I like how you know what I mean? I like how you sound. How do you feel like
No, he was already down.
Yeah, I
he
was already
down.
part of it.
during the beginning?
Yeah, he
Okay.
was already down.
Yeah.
Before he knew.
Yeah,
Facts.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Before he knew.
yeah.
So you never been signed, you never been,
Nah.
This
No.
is all brotherhood.
Yeah.
This is all
do
brotherhood.
you wanna, I mean, I heard your music, you know, before we gonna play your music during this so people can, you know, gravitate towards your music more,
Yeah.
you know. But I heard your music and I really honestly feel like, you know, it's different.
It is.
It's not the norm. Like the norm sound is even, I don't care if you're a rapper or you're a singer. The
Doesn't matter.
norm sound is a hard beat. I don't care what you're saying as long as it goes with the beat
Yeah.
and we can dance to it.
Yeah. I don't do that.
But you played the song today that's going to be in the intro,
You haven't even scratched the surface of what he has.
and I believe that. I believe you're different. I believe I want to apologize to you personally, for, you know, for not being in tune sooner.
It's all good.
Like I said, I'm from
Catch up.
I'm from Lancaster. I'm not from here, but I was raised
Let
here.
go all day, man. So,
You know what I mean? You know, everybody know that. You know, I talk about that in my first podcast video. But I've been here all my life almost. So when somebody's big and lank, they're super big. Do that make sense?
Yeah.
Like if you want to say names and not comparing him to anybody, but if you want to say names of the people that I heard about,
Shout out to D Burner because he just
Bad.
dropped something.
D Burner. I heard about D
Right.
Burner.
He just
I heard
dropped
about D Burner before I came home.
shout out to the
Yeah.
Blue Star Show for that scrap vibe.
He's the boy from Philly, right? Yeah, I heard about him. I seen a video of him in front of Lancaster County Prison. He did either a freestyle or a rap or something,
Yeah.
which was fire. I was like, damn, you know what I mean? That's another person I would love to come on here. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna talk to D Burner.
Yeah, I would love to get him on here because I heard about him since before I came home. I heard about him.
I always see, bro. He's part of Circle of Trust.
Yeah, but-
Yeah, facts.
So let,
He with us.
let's hear a little something. Let the people hear a little something.
Go ahead,
See
bro.
what you about.
Do something.
You can sing anything you want to sing.
Anything you want.
We don't want to compare you to nobody, but if you got to sing somebody's song, you know what I mean? Because we know you
Nah,
freestyle, you
Sing your
right?
own joint, bro.
I'm gonna do some shot.
Shy, see?
Do some shit.
That's it.
And if I ever fall in love again, I will be sure that the lady is a friend. And if I ever fall in love so true, I will be sure that the lady's just like you.
That guy.
Nah, you're not getting away with that. They don't clap. No. Fuck that. They clapping.
You ain't in
That was good. I'm not going to say it wasn't good. That was great. But I was waiting for that second
That was
one.
amazing.
I was waiting for that, you right? Nah, but that's respect. That's different. That's I didn't even know you was over there. I can't see.
Can't see it.
But yeah, I didn't see it. But
Yeah.
That's that boy.
so are you the only singer in Major League Records?
Yes. As far as now.
So how did that feel? Or do you feel as though you're the hook man? Do you feel as though
Or do you
I
feel
ain't
any
no
pressure
man.
on
I
you?
don't
Like,
feel no pressure because I can get in there with both of them and it's gonna be whatever.
Ooh, spicy.
I don't know what this nigga took. What he talking? Nigga can't get with me with them bars. I'm like that. You hear me?
Look at my face.
Oh, but I can
You hear me?
But look at my
Niggas can't
face.
get with me with them bars. I'm like that.
Yeah.
You hear me?
But look at
He
my
got
face.
that
though. You know what's
singing
up. You know what's
What's
up.
your favorite?
He got that singing shit.
What's your favorite verse from me?
You know, I'm
What's
just
your favorite
saying.
verse from me?
You right. That don't mean I don't like y'all shit. That don't mean I don't like y'all shit and y'all
Facts,
not
bro.
good.
What's your favorite verse from
but,
me?
But
Let
I'm
me
not
hear a
gonna
couple.
just.
Let me hear 4 bars
listen.
from. Let me hear 4 bars of your favorite verse from me.
I don't
Wait,
got
wait.
four.
Before we get into that, because we're gonna have this segment. This is that segment. If y'all want to really see this, tune into the credits. Tune into their. Go ahead and give me a shout out to your platform.
You know what's up.
Hey yo, my platform is shout out to Sniper Productions. That's what I'm working on now. We about to get that legit. It's coming up. We got BOD, which is an acronym for 2 certain things. One of them is Bars on Deck, where we're gonna have not only just artists under Major League Records, but like artists as well outside of that come on deck, and it's like a Freestyle Friday type of thing. You know what I mean? Where we let artists, you know, come through. You gotta come with your best shit.
Don't come mediocre.
Don't come mediocre like the bro said.
Fuck.
Spit your best shit.
You ass, you heard?
Listen, I'll tell you your ass, cause I don't got no picks. And then the other acronym for that is Bars Over Drinks, where I'm gonna it's a podcast as well. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Shout out Bar Liver Drinks.
I got the influence from y'all. I mean, I ain't gonna hold you.
Wow.
Well, I mean, why don't you
Shout
come
out
to
my
K2J
brother's
Productions
keeper,
then?
you heard?
Because we got openings. I said, come over to K2J Productions.
Well, that's where Sniper Productions come in.
All right.
Sniper
Ooh.
Productions. You know what I
Spicy.
mean? We get everything on. You know what I mean?
Nah, fuck that. K2J Productions, baby.
Hey,
Whoa.
hey, listen.
Nah, go ahead.
No. Real shit though. What y'all got going on, and what I have going on as well. We can mix. You know what I'm saying? We can do something together. I'm just letting y'all know what I have going on. You feel me?
Facts.
Sniper Productions, BOD, whether it's bars over drinks, and
Bars on deck.
Bars on deck. You feel me? No, that's not what I said. What? Bro, I'm drunk.
Shout out Whiskey, say that.
Yeah, this shit crazy. This shit right here. Crazy.
But
yeah,
go
I
ahead.
have and the Major League Records. You feel me?
Facts.
So we got a lot going on. Bro has a project going on. I would like you to speak on that as well.
We interviewed buddy.
Nah.
Nah.
I'm speaking on the project.
Well, go ahead.
Alright, so we asked him.
Keep that on
you
the
know,
hush.
Keep it on hush.
we asked him some questions. I want to ask you a couple of questions. You know, similar to what we asked him. So I'm gonna start with you first.
Okay.
Growing up, who would you say influenced you as far as rapping?
Give me 3 people. 3 people.
3 people. Would
And I
you
want
say?
all 3 of y'all to answer
This
this.
shit is easy. Tupac.
Okay.
That was my number 1.
Okay.
And it went as far as outside of rap. You know, he was everything. Like, he was a rapper, poet, and actor,
Okay.
and activist as well.
Facts.
So all of that intertwined with me. Like that shit resonated with me. I felt that. I felt everything he was doing. I felt everything he was doing. You feel me? So Tupac is like my number 1 influence. When it comes to like lyrical, like trying to get my lyrical bag, Eminem gotta be up there.
So let's wait.
Hold on, there's one more.
No. You ain't gonna speed by that. You just said that. So no. Let me just ask you a question about that. So Eminem get a lot of slack for the hip hop culture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because he's white.
But
I
he
get that.
actually got bars.
I won't. Maybe because he's white. Maybe because he's white. We're not going to make it a race thing, but maybe because he's white, right? But I feel like it was because Eminem did the weird rap, like Busta Rhymes. When Busta Rhymes first came out, think about how the weird. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't hip. I mean, it was hip hop, but it was stabbing you in your eyeball, baby this, kids this. It was like, I think it was a little more raw than we were ready for.
If you want to talk about top 10, Busta Rhymes is in there for me, personally.
For me too.
Method Man, Redman.
What was your third one?
Oh, my third one,
Yeah.
personally? My third one, personally, gotta be Lloyd Banks with the punchlines. Because I gravitated towards the punchlines.
All right.
So it was a combination between Tupac, Eminem, Lloyd Banks.
All right, say the more. So all right, so with you,
but the list get deeper.
and we gonna keep it 100 in the hand. We know you gotta go to work. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
working, man.
we try and throw you, you know what I mean, as much as we can.
Too,
So,
It's a fact.
oh, you gotta go to work tonight too?
Yeah.
All right. So with you, we're gonna talk to you.
Not right now. You ain't gotta work right now, man. Oh,
We got blessed.
that's a fact. That's a fact.
We got blessed with some of your music.
Anything you want to shout out? You know?
I want you to shout out your music, and I want you to go ahead and introduce the drop that you gave us.
Which one was dropping? The Part-Time Lover?
It's a fact.
The one
I
that
ain't
you
gonna
sent
lie,
me.
yo, listen.
Oh, the one I sent you.
The one.
The last one?
No, the other one that.
We're doing Part-Time Lover?
Yeah.
That's my shit, you hear me?
Part-Time Lover came along.
That thing is
Just like he
different.
said, he
That's
laid the
different.
verse down and he left it in my hands after that. So I
That part-time love is
put a
different.
little
I ain't
hook
gonna
on
take
it, and I had to add a verse because his verse was dope
I
as
like
hell.
that
So
shit.
yeah,
That shit different.
it's definitely self-explanatory. Part-Time Lover, like the whole thing is self-explanatory.
right here. My brother, keep this pop, man.
Yeah, so we got the exclusive. They brought something that haven't been out, that nobody else heard.
Not released yet.
They blessed us with a non-release joint. So
We have it right here for you. The world premiere, Part-Time Lover by Tory and Tory. Let y'all hear it right now.
Tory Lane.
I know he got some shit too, but I know you're wild. You know what
Let's get the small talk. Maybe it's you with it or not. I promise to swing by after a few more shots. Set your location at the shower. I walk around the block. This ain't my first rodeo. Trust I got this locked. And oh yeah, this ain't forever, just your part-time lover. Let your man think you sleep while we busy undercover. Spend no breakfast in bed when you wake up in the morning. Soon as your eyes open, baby, I'm gone. I'm trying to tell her don't worry about a thing. Keep it with the program. You ain't gotta worry about a thing. I don't know your way. Baby, I'm a pro. I handle business in and out. And you know what you want, that kitty team. And baby, I'm the best man by that mission. I'm a free.
what'd you do?
Baby, you came alive anytime he's gone. You already know what type of shit I'm on. That pussy not so baby, go is the position. We can take it from the bedroom, move it down into the kitchen. I'm on. Leave you satisfied, baby, that's a guarantee. Nothing short of a porno every time that you hit me. You make it count, baby, it would just be you and me. But that mission, I'll be out, so we gon' keep it in these streets. And you in my life.
It's a vibe.
Who's singing that? There's a real. They're not.
That's him singing it.
They're not Kelly and Tupac singing that.
Oh,
Y'all is nice. Hey, I thought into a real video.
Y'all
You
is
can't
nice.
say
You got a
that
beautiful voice. Both of y'all got a beautiful voice. That actually sound like a. You not recording this.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's a shame.
Appreciate it.
Man.
But I mean, sometimes we may make some mess up. That will make it fun.
Make it some
And
more.
you're
Make it
there
some more.
first. Part-time lover, My Brothers Keepers podcast. All right, we gonna wrap it up a little bit. We
gotta go to
appreciate y'all
work.
coming through.
Skin it up.
We appreciate y'all showing love, coming through. We really do. We appreciate that.
Definitely.
You know, I'm welcome anytime. Back again on
For real.
my Brothers
Part-time lover. Part-time lover.
This is real love. Niggas gotta go to work. This is what it is. Right?
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, nigga.
See ya.
But
So one last thing before we actually wrap up the complete podcast. Me and the Don had a conversation about a week ago about the future of Major League Records. And okay, I'll start over.
no, you good. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, no, because I need to edit that out of the switch. So okay. Okay, so before we actually wrap up the whole podcast, me and the Don had a conversation, phone conversation about the future of Major League Records and where you want to go as far as the ghostwriting aspect.
Mhm.
Do you want to go a little bit into that before we wrap?
Yeah, I can do that. Pretty much. When I wanted to create this, I wanted to be with people who were like-minded of myself, who can not only create for themselves but create for others as well. Because that was my whole mindset of it. You know what I mean? Like, I know what I can do for myself, but I know what I can do for others. You feel me? There might be some concepts and some songs where I create that doesn't actually, fit me, but it fits other people. You know what I mean? And maybe they lack the skill sets to do such things, like create such content for themselves. So I wanted to do such things like that. And not only write for myself, but write for others. But you know, nowadays it's kind of hard. You know, certain people don't really. I don't really understand the vibe. Like, people don't really want to work with people like that who can write for them. You know what I mean? Like, because I feel like it's.
And I feel like if they do, they want to keep it under wraps.
No, I'm cool with that. You want to keep it under wraps? I'm cool with that. I'm all the way cool with that. But like.
Now, you cool with what? As far as somebody writing for you, or you writing for somebody?
No, me writing for them. I don't need nobody writing for me. I can
So
write
what's
for
the
me.
difference between you writing for them and them writing for you? Are you just not with anybody writing for you because you're organically natural and you write your own stuff?
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Is that the same thing with you?
Yeah, man, I write my own shit. I write real nigga shit. I write real like.
And that's why I created. That's why I gravitated towards people like him, because there's a situation between me and him. When me and him was locked up together and we was upstate, I was in a situation.
SCI
Forest.
My brothers keep a podcast.
My brother keep a podcast. Shout out.
Shout out my brother.
Sorry, he's off the side on the live, so he got to promote.
There was a situation I was in where there was a girl who was at that time was saying that she was, she was with a child and the child was mine.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like, before I got locked up, I was around. I had your child with me and all of that, and then I got locked up from whatever I was doing in the streets, and boom, I got a whole bunch of child support papers coming to me while I was locked up. My cellie at the time, before he came to the block, my cellie, he was like, "Yo, man, listen, you keep throwing these shits away. Let me show you something." He ripped out all the pages, kept the last page. The last page was basically like DNA, getting a DNA test.
Okay.
You feel me? So I got a DNA.
Maternity test.
Yeah, he told me to fill this out. Don't worry about the rest. I filled it out. He came through. I sent it out. The people came through like a week later. No lie. A week later. Boom. They swabbed me and all of that. Then they came and left. Never heard from them ever again. Until I came home. When I came home, I found out where the girl was where the baby was at. She was in what do you want to call it? Custody, some sort, whatever. I had to like get scheduled for to see her and shit like
Custody. You had visits.
Yeah, basically I had visits.
Yeah.
Scheduled visits.
Yeah.
And then with me being in the system, they found out that I was in, communications with her. I was, you know what I mean? So then that's when they actually went through with their half and got her swabbed and shit like that for the DNA test that I already did. And then I'm in the halfway house. I just came home, so like that's when I found out that she said 0%. She wasn't mine. But while we was upstate though, I told him the information. He was like, yo, you should make that a song. You feel me? That's where our bond really became thick. I told him, he was like, you should make that a song. I was like, yo, bro, but I'm not like mentally in that, I'm not mentally in that space, you feel me? To make a song like that. He said, don't worry, I got you. So he wrote a song. He told me, well, but before he wrote the song, he told me to like write down everything. So I wrote down everything, like the whole situation between me and the girl, you know what I'm saying, and the baby and all of that. And then he created the song. Once he created the song, I was like, yo, bro is ill. Like, I really need him. You know what I'm saying? Because he can make that type of shit. So, he created a song. I was like, yo,
so you're pretty much saying, for the camera, not really me, but for the camera, so you're pretty much saying that is what made you gravitate to him more as an artist and not
I already gravitated towards him.
As a person.
When he did that,
yeah,
I gravitated towards him more
as an artist. Yeah.
That's when I was like, yo, he's really like, he can do what I can do. Because I was because at that time when we was in the cell together, I was writing songs for people who was on the streets in my circle.
Now let's be honest. Are we being biased here? Is it because it's I can't throw up signs, but you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Did that make it a little more official? You heard?
Kind of.
All right.
So now that's what you want to do for other people. You want to take their experiences
and I know he can. That made me know that he can write songs for other people.
Yeah.
I already know I can write songs for other people because at that time when we was locked up together in the same cell, I was writing songs for people on the streets who was in my circle.
Now, elaborate what you mean. For the camera.
No, they don't even know that I wrote songs for them, but I wrote songs for them. Right. Whether they're gonna use it or not, whether it's a pride in the way or not, it's still there. Right. It's still sitting there. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
it was just training for me because I wanted to do more. I knew I can write for myself. I got to a point where I can write hooks. That was the biggest thing. I couldn't write hooks to save my life. But once I created hooks, it was over.
Now, real quick, I just want the audience to hear a little something from you. I want the audience to hear a little something from you.
Oh yeah, fuck all that. We being spicy tonight. Can we throw a beat on? Can my producer throw a beat on?
Do it out the pillow.
Nah, we talked about this outside.
Just do it out the pillow real quick. Something real fast for the audience, and then I'm gonna have you do something real fast for the audience, and then just to let them hear a little something that y'all working with. All right, so whoever wants to start first,
let me hear something real quick.
Let's hear a little something real quick.
Give us a few bars.
Yeah, just give us a few bars.
You want to beat?
Nah.
You sure you don't want to beat? Sure. I'll get down with the beat.
Does keeping it real no longer matter? Is that pussy still good after the hood had her? Do back shots really make a bitch ass fatter? See, I'm this shit, they just weak bladders. I'm focused. See, things ain't what it seems when you colorblind. What you see is red is really green. Loud pack, zany bars, got your boy sleep. If I woke up right now, would this all be a dream? Clutching on a piece, only piece in my mind. Ryan through and tell them niggas hating from the eye. Same ones that'll wish you well, be praying for your demise. Gotta keep the grass low. Can't afford to keep it high. I know a lot of niggas, but them niggas ain't my guys. Shout out to all my bros, free my niggas doing time. Shout out to all the snitches, wish y'all heavy up and die. I ain't never been a fan, I leave that hating shit to y'all know I ain't none of that.
No.
But I can get you clapped, better play your place. Nigga, I let them fly like JFK. Shots ripping, top spinning like a Beyblade. I put these 2 5s together, I ain't saying grace.
Alright. Yo,
man.
Bro,
yo.
For anybody to just get what he just
Yo,
said,
listen,
I put
just
2
get
5s together, I ain't saying grace.
Listen, these niggas hating in a major way. I know some 5s that'll eat you. Don't have me make the play.
Oh
Or put
my
them
God.
locs on your head. I put that call in. I fucked with that 6 man Jamal Crawford. I'm done now. I'm done now. Yeah, I'm done. Your bitch a thotty, but your wife though all rowdy. She wanna ride D, so I pipe her. Steaming off the herb. Had your bitch screaming like Serena off the serve. Now she screaming you a bird.
Oh, cut it out. Cut you bitch screaming like Serena off the serve.
That's cause my cow. That's cause my
That was crazy, bro.
That's cause my cash straight. I'm getting to this money at a fast pace. Running by myself, that's a fast break.
Ooh.
But that's how a G move. I vibe with the streets. I brought the gun. You get the hollow for free. Nigga, stop playing with me. You hear me?
Say a little something.
This nigga different.
Say a little something.
He just screaming like Serena.
Can I get some?
Yeah, get some.
Go ahead, go
Can I
crazy.
get some?
Get some.
Can I get some?
Oh, we can't do it. My fault.
Oh yeah, we can't do that. Alright,
That was my brother Keeper podcast.
My fault.
What?
My brother's keeper.
I swear these rappers in trouble. I've been gone for a minute. They got me back in my duffel. You know what I'm saying? Standing over the stove, watching the grands bubble. We was turning coke to crack. That's how our money doubled. We did what we was told. We did what we was showed. From shootouts to armed robberies. We lived by the code. As a youth, I realized my screws was loose. Some idolized Jordan. I looked up the Bishop of Juice.
Right. Right.
They asked what we wanted to be when we finished school. Some said doctors and lawyers. I ain't think that shit was cool. When I was asked, I said Ace from Paid in Full. I ain't talking about Ace at the cleaners. The Ace with the Beamers. You know what I mean?
Alright.
Some short.
Alright, so look, we gonna wrap it up for a little bit.
That's a fact.
We appreciate
man.
y'all once again for
Yo,
coming on our
shout
podcast.
out Major League Records.
Major League Records.
Yo,
Shout out.
go ahead and say y'all, man, say where we can find y'all at, bro.
Snapchat, Instagram,
Whatever
Facebook,
we can find y'all at.
Wherever you can find y'all at.
Yo,
Shout out.
listen, follow me on Snapchat, Nature
Yeah, there
Nation.
you go.
Follow me on Instagram at The Real Nate. You hear me? Follow me on Twitter at Nate the Gunner. You heard? Follow me on Facebook at Nate Nate.
Bug out.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it all the way bang. I don't even know my Instagram shit like that. I mean, not my Instagram, my Twitter shit. I don't know my Twitter handle like that. Cause I barely be on there. I got like wild notifications from that shit, and I barely be on it. I don't know my Snapchat like that, but my Facebook, you already know, is Blue Hefner. You know what I'm saying? That's
Blue Hefner.
That's one of
Blue Hefner.
That's
Spell
one-
it, bro.
BLUHEFHEFER. Damn, I don't know how to spell. I'm drunk as a motherfucker.
Yo. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Hold on.
It's your boy Terrence.
It's your boy Anthony.
And thank you for tuning in to my brother Keeper podcast. You alright? You know what I mean? Major League Records in the building. Whoa. You know what I mean? They here. Thank y'all for tuning in. This going to drop Wednesday. Like I said, I'm Terrence.
I'm Anthony. And we signing off. My Brothers Keepers Podcast.
Bop! Bop, bop, bop.